Hey everybody, this is a quick video update on the Brewster Buffalo landing gear that I'm developing for a good buddy of mine, John Morgan. And I got to be honest, this was a real challenge at first. There's a lot of geometry going on here that, I love a challenge, but this was kind of hard at first, but now I've got it all figured out here. So basically what's going on here is I'm going to do a track system on a jack screw just like I did on my C130. So here's the two limit switches. Basically this here is going to be 3D printed out of carbon fiber impregnated ABS. And as it slides down here, it will hit right here on the limit switch for the down. And as it goes up, it'll hit this limit switch for the top. And the jack screw output of the motor is about 300 RPM at 12 volts, so this will probably take maybe 2 seconds to run up and down, maybe 3 seconds, and we can definitely slow that down with lowering the voltage to the motor if we need to. One of my best buddies, Berger, is going to design the printed circuit board controller that's going to be mounted right here that will recognize the limit switches to know what the up and down is. So basically what we're going to do here now is just look at this for a minute as it goes up. And what's really interesting about this is that the planes, the angles and everything that's going on here is really cool. This is a really neat landing gear. But essentially here you can see as parts are moving up and down that everything right here in the middle isn't having any collisions. When I first did this, I had many things just, I mean, it was just kind of like a piece of shit at first. I mean, it was just really a mess. But, nothing like a whole weekend of getting this figured out. So essentially what's going to happen here is these right here are made out of, hang on, I got to look at my notes again. Yeah, these are basically thin-walled 4130 steel. These right here in the middle, these orange things, are going to be a machined aluminum I'm making that I'm going to press the steel into. These push rods right here will most likely be carbon fiber to keep the weight down. This is going to, I've already started making the plugs, but this is going to be carbon fiber that comes out of a mold. This is also going to be 4130. What's going to be really interesting is there's going to be a slot that I'm going to braze into this outside piece right here, and there'll be a slot that I'm going to take a Dremel and put a groove in the back of this like oleo here, and then on the bottom here there's going to be a piece of threaded rod that comes through here, and I'm going to push a spring up in here. So basically as this moves up and down, it's going to be compressing the spring, and I'm going to have a little Allen wrench nut right here. I mean, not an Allen, but a like a 632 nylon nylock bolt that will screw up and down the threaded rod. So when the gear's all the way down, when there's no weight on it, you won't see the threaded rod at all. Maybe in a really hard landing, you might see the thread stick out the bottom there as this moves, but they're going to be fully functioning. So right now the gear is just turned out really good, and I'm getting ready to make the prototype. I got to travel for a week for work, but then when I get back, I'm going to make this prototype, and at that point we'll start testing it, and I'm going to take this bulkhead right here and basically make a blueprint on it of where all the holes are going to be drilled. I'm going to go ahead and send that to John so he can start putting the holes in the bulkhead, and that's pretty much it right now. I mean, it's sorry I'm moving around so much, but it's going to be pretty neat. I mean, I'm really excited with the way it's going to work. So that kind of gives you an idea right there of what it's going to be doing. So this is all done in Fusion 360, and I probably have 12 hours if you add up all the time in this. And the lead screw right here I'm going to get from a Master Car, and I'm going to 3D print the threads and everything in there. I've already done that and tested it for the C130, and it works really good. So that's the Brewster Buffalo landing gear. So hope you all like it, and I know John's going to love it. And I've already gotten an email from another guy that's building a really large Brewster and asked if I would scale this up for him. And I don't see why I couldn't. I mean, I want to get this prototype built first to make sure it all works, and get it into John's airplane and make sure it works before I start making it for any other buffaloes. But right now, this is really kick-ass. So rock on, everybody, and have a great night.